Hey everyone, welcome back to Lost Connection Tarot. I am Benjamin Snavely, and this is your daily meditative tarot reading for Saturday, October 17th, 2020. Today I will be using the Thoth deck by Lester Crowley. This is a general reading, so anybody that hears it, this message is for you. This is going to be a 4-card reading. We're going to look at the theme of the day, the energy we have the most control over, the energy we have the least control over, and then if we put right thought and right action into the energy we have the most control over, what is the most likely outcome? So let's do this. All right. So for anybody listening, what is the theme of the day for October 17th, 2020 on a Saturday? What is the energy we have the most control over, the energy we have the least control over, and then putting right thought and right action into the energy we have the most control over? What is the most likely outcome? So, anybody hearing today's message for Saturday, October 17th? All right, theme of the day, lovely. Energy with the most control, the least control, and right thought, right action, most likely outcome. All right, so Saturday seems like a very nice day. The theme of the day is connection. It's love, it's openness, it's channel, it's my wife approves of this message. And so the Ace of Cups, as you can see, the cups are emotion. It's something that it's a vessel that can hold or contain a liquid. And so at the Ace, you are looking at a gift from the universe. It is the start of something. And so at the start of the cups, at the Ace of Cups, the One of Cups, you are an open channel ready to receive. Okay, so it's kind of like you don't know what is going to be received, but you are receptive. Your hands are open, and you are, yeah. There's nothing else I can say. You are an open channel, and you're just simply ready to receive whatever life, love, and lightness brings into your day. And this is the theme of the day. So that means everybody that you come in contact with is open, is receptive, is listening, is sharing, is cooperating, and communicating. And these are things that are really important. And so, yeah, it's a lovely day for our emotions, because the opportunity for fulfillment comes in, the opportunity for love and blessings come in. Just recognize to maximize your day, open yourself up, and be ready to receive. Okay. Now, the energy we have the most control over is the Ten of Wands in reverse. So here it says oppression, okay? And 10 Wands is the Ten of Fire. And fire is your spirit, fire is your intuition, fire is your creativity. It is the fire that drives you in whatever direction you're going, because it's like, oh, I love that. That's my passion. And you go and you do it. Well, at the 10, you are kind of at a halt, a grinding halt. And it's kind of like, I have so many things that give me passion. I have so many things that I care about in my life that actually I'm now a little bit more caged. I'm a little bit more immobile. I don't have as much freedom as I did when I only had 1 or 2 passions. Now I have a life full of passions. This is like if you were married and you had 3 or 4 kids, and now you have to take them to soccer practice, and now you have to take them to ballet, and you have to take them to a dance recital, and then you're going to do a garage sale, and then you're going to have to clean the house and take the dog for the walk. And you gotta, wash the car, and you gotta mow the lawn. And these are all things that need to be done, and they're all things that give you a beautiful, full life. But it also takes a lot of time and effort to care about these things. And because of that, you now have a full life where you kind of feel caged. You kind of feel like, oh man, my spirit is now trapped by the things that I love. And that's okay, because we need to recognize that, one, we did it to ourselves. Two, this is what we wanted. Okay. And three, the idea of being caged is an illusion. Okay. We are never caged, and our spirit, which is encased in this body, has the chance to experience life through this body. And so, yes, the spirit may not be able to break free and do whatever it wants, and it has to live to the constraints of the body and what the body has built in its life. But the spirit can also move gracefully throughout the world and experience the world through the body. So it's not really caged. It's all about how we look at it, And so anyways, going to the Ten of Wands reverse, it simply means we're not letting things tear us down. We're not letting obligations and priorities and all of these things weigh us down. Okay, and yes, at times they can be hard, and at times it can be troubling, and at times we may second guess ourselves, and even then, this is a good time when you see Ten of Wands reversed. This is a time of consideration and thought process where you ask yourself, do these wands, these passions still serve me? Do I still get benefit out of it? Does it still light my fire? For example, let's say you play guitar, and you played guitar for 20, 30 years. Even if you don't play the guitar for 6 months, the second you pick it back up, you remember why you love it in the first place. Okay? But then there may be something else that now is the time to simply let it go, because it no longer serves you. It could be a motorcycle. Let's say you used to ride a motorcycle and that was your passion, but now you have family and you have kids, and yeah, you still ride it on the weekends, but now the time is less, and it's sitting in the garage, and it just doesn't make sense. You can give that passion to someone else, and that way you can reassess the 10 that you have and decide, hey, are these 10 the still 10 that I want to work with, or do I want to get rid of some old ones? That way I can make time for new ones. So you are not oppressed, because you recognize you are in power and you are in control, and that the life that you have right now is the life that you wanted sometime in the past, and now you have it. So are you really oppressed, or did you really get everything that you actually wanted? Okay? And if it's not in the style or way you want, just change the way you approach it. Change the way you do it. Anyways, the energy we have the most control over is not being oppressed by our responsibilities, by our passions, by our everyday life of the things that we are passionate about. Okay? We are in control. Now, the energy that we have the least control over, but we still want to be aware of it, we still want to pay attention to it, but we also want to be kind of let go. We don't want to try to control it. We just want to let it flow through us, or flow through around us, or whatever. But it's still a really beautiful card, and it's the Ace of Swords. And so just like the theme of the day, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords is also a gift from the universe, but this time it is a keen insight. It is intellectual knowledge, or you've gained some type of clarity. Now your mind can make sense of it, right? So it's like your mind, it has simply received some type of information that it simply just says, okay, I get that. It makes sense to me. Yeah, okay. Now, with all aces, they are, like I said already, gifts from the universe. And just like gifts, they are seeds. They are the beginnings of something. And that means they're not fully fleshed out yet. They're not tangible. So this one is an idea, and this one is emotion, right? It's not something that you actually have in your hand. But when you open yourself up to receive this knowledge, or to receive this emotion, then you can start playing with it and deciding, how important it is to you and how much focus you want to put into it, how much devotion, how much commitment, how much time you want to spend on this new gift, right? And with that, you can decide if you want to water it, if you want to see it grow, and how. So you are in charge. You are the farmer who is receiving this gift, the seed, and now it's your job to plant it in the right spot, within your mind, within your heart, whatever we're talking about, and simply plant that seed and then nurture it and take care of it. Okay, so again, this is not something we have control over. So sometime today on Saturday, a keen observation, some type of intellectual clarity is just gonna kind of just pop in, and you're gonna be like, oh, I can work with that. Oh yeah, I see that now. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, I get that. So just be on the lookout that something is going to come into your life today on Saturday, and get ready to receive both an emotion and some type of logic or clarity. All right. Now, the energy we have the most control over, if we put right thought and right action into that energy, what is the most likely outcome? So our energy that we have the most control over is not being controlled by our passions, not being burdened or oppressed by them, finding the lightness in all of the things that make up our day, make up our life. And then finally, the most likely outcome is the Eight of Pentacles. So Pentacles have to do with earth. They have to do with actually making things on earth and seeing something, touching something. And it's not just a feeling we have. It's not just a thought we have. It's not just a passion within us. This is something of the earth, right? So it's your career, it's your money, it's your house, it's your body, so on. And at the 8, you're at power. At the 8, you're almost to the 9 and the 10. And the 9 is the portal, and 10, you're at the new stage already. So at the 8, you're basically at the lightning path where everything is happening really quickly. And you are gaining all of this insight and knowledge. And with Pentacles, and at the 8 of Pentacles specifically, you are perfecting your work. You are becoming an automated machine that can just crank out pentacles, perfect pentacles, time and time again. And you have a system, you've been doing it for a while, and you know the ins and outs of the thing that you're producing and making, and it's beneficial to you. It produces results. It produces abundance. And so at the 8 of Pentacles, you have a lovely amount of pentacles, and it's all through efficiency, it's all through hard work, it's all through hard work and diligence, right? But it also can lead to stifling creation because you're doing the same thing over and over and over because you know it works. Therefore, you're not going to break the cycle. You're not going to break you're not going to what's the term? You're not going to reinvent the wheel, right? So why would you reinvent the wheel when you're producing these pentacles time and time again, and they're always making something for you that is tangible and good on earth, profit. But like I said, you can get stuck in this. You can get stuck at the 8 and never go to the 9 or the 10 because you get stuck in this idea like this is the only way I know how to make money, and oh my God, it just keeps on coming in, and I don't want to ruin the magic. I don't want to take a chance and man, I am lost for words. But the idea that you don't want to change what is happening because it's working for you, and therefore you get stuck in a rut, and then eventually negativity happens. And so you want to be very careful. And even though this is a very positive card, you just want to be careful that you accept change when it comes, and that you, just because you know something produces results time and time again, recognize that at one time you weren't the expert. At one time you were building this machine. At one time you were building this assembly line to create efficiency, and now you have it. But that also means that you can change and create a new concept, a new sound. Think of your artists, your favorite musicians, and the ones that after the second or the third album, if they give you a fourth album that is exactly the same, some of you, a few of you, will be, yeah, awesome, I'm so happy to hear that. But most of you, it's done. And that sound is over and done with. You have perfected that sound. And now I want to see what else you can do. Right? And those are the people who know they have where the power is, that they're the ones that created this machine, this system. They're the ones that created this pentacle, so they're the ones in power. And so they recognize that to change is to grow, and so they do that. And some people may not like their music, but there's a lot of new people that now hear this new sound and like, oh my god, this is so refreshing, I love it. So just be careful that today, whenever you are looking at your things that oppress you, your things that don't oppress you, the life that you live, and you're open to receive, take a look at what you're producing. Take a look at how you're producing it, and ask yourself, do I still want to do this the same way, or can I change it up a bit? But be careful, because it can be too much of a good thing, and then you get stuck, and then you don't know how to get out. Even though you're not, you're still happy because you're still making money, but now you're not feeling challenged. Now you feel like there's no creativity into it, and then it becomes just this boring, repetitive job, and then there's nothing new to light you up and to give you a challenge. And that's the duplicity of this card, is that yes, you are producing, but also you're also stifling your creativity because you're just doing what works over and over. Okay, so that is today's energy. All in all, it's a very good day, especially with the theme simply being an open channel, wanting to receive, right? And then without us even knowing about it, we're going to receive some type of intellectual knowledge that is going to move us in a new direction, and we can decide what to do with this. So let's look at the numbers. We have 2 aces, so 1 and 1. Then we have the 10, 10 and 1 and 1, 10 and 12, or 10 and 2 is 12. And then 12 and 8, 8 of pentacles is 20. And 2, we're at polar opposites, right? We're at relationships. We're at connections. We're at feeding off each other, right? It's at the 2, you're at the relationship. You're at polar opposites. You're at unity. You're at communication. You're at seeing things as 2 sides of the same coin, right? So here is, I'm in my own head. All right, so the 2 is all about relationships. So focus on your relationships today. Focus on your communication with others. Focus on bringing unity and receptivity into your life today. Okay? So my name is Benjamin Snavely, and you just heard Lost Connection Tarot's daily meditative tarot reading. If you like what you heard, please subscribe. Come back tomorrow. Check out my other stuff. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can find my calendar on YouTube, the homepage. You can go to Instagram or Facebook, where I have my Lost Connection Tarot page as well. I'm all over the place today. But yeah, drop me a line, say hello, join my Facebook group, join my Instagram feed, book a private reading, don't book a private reading, come back tomorrow, don't come back tomorrow, come back in 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever. Live your life, all right? But I'll be here. My name is Benjamin Snavely, and I hope you all have a great day. Take care.